Today I wanted to show you how you can control a Zhiyun Smooth 4 gimbal remotely by another phone. As you can see, I've got a phone mounted in the gimbal, that is my recording phone, but the gimbal is not paired to that phone. So obviously then you need two phones at least, or if not three phones if you're using an app like a Filmic Pro. So I am controlling that gimbal with my Note 20 Ultra here. On this, it's handheld right now, and I will show you the screen recording to how to achieve this. So you have the gimbal activated. I've activated the gimbal, but it is not connected in the recording phone, which is my Note 9. I have not connected it to the gimbal in Filmic Pro over there, but the gimbal is connected to the Note 20 Ultra, which is the remote phone now. Now I'm going to connect it to, now I'm going to connect the remote phone to the gimbal now, starting from the beginning. Enter now. There's my Smooth 4. I enter. And now my remote phone here is connected to the gimbal. So next thing what I'll do, I will go to the home button of the gimbal and press that. So now you can see here that the settings option is open here in this phone here at the bottom. I'm going to click on settings. So when I click on settings, you get this menu, camera and general menu to the right side. So we stick to the camera menu, which is highlighted, and we go to the bottom here, and at the bottom you can see a camera mode, pro mode. So you want to change that from pro to original. So now we have the original mode of the camera. It is back in the original now. Now here again you have got a settings for the original mode of the camera here, and at the top you've got the settings here. So we click on that. When you click on that, you see several options on the right side, starting at normal, and then there is a magic effect, and at the bottom you can see an icon for the gimbal. So when I click on that, that means the gimbal is now under my manual control. So this is the menu which will come up. Here you have a scene mode. So we are in we are not motion, we are not walking in motion, we are in custom. So let's choose custom, and now you have the joystick here, and you can see the joystick here. So I'm going to press on the joystick. So when I press on this joystick option, you have this screen which will come up. At the top you have a pan following mode here, and then in the center there is a locking mode, and below that there is a following mode. Let me warn you that this mode of controlling the gimbal can be quite erratic. So now I'm going to press on this circle here. When I press on the circle, this joystick option is comes up, and when I pressed on that, the phone suddenly tilted. I'm not able to record. So the phone tilts and went and pointed upward. So I'm getting it back here. And this is the joystick mode. So you can pan to the left, you can pan to the right. These are the options, but the phone doesn't work according to this now. So let's get the phone back here. So that's the pan following mode. Locking mode, you can see that the two modes are locked and the gimbal is ready to film in one axis only. So if I move it to this side or this side, nothing happens. If I go up, it rotates. It will rotate. So it will just rotate. So you can see that the rotate option is available, and the rotation option will change from flip from back to front facing camera. Almost the phone can go through 180 degrees in the landscape mode, and maybe even in the portrait mode. So now the phone is facing me, and it is in the locking mode. Now the third option is the following mode. So if I if I choose that, you can see that the rotation mode is not available, but the panning and other modes are available, but it doesn't make much difference here. I don't understand why. So therefore I said that this control can be erratic. So these are the possibilities. You can try it out, definitely give it a try it out. But if you are considering to substitute this remote control of your gimbal for a slider, just because you've got a gimbal and it has got these capacities, then you will be in for a disappointment. So I'm going to exit out of it and conclude my observations. So these are the possibilities as I narrated. I've shown you the screen of the remote control of the gimbal. The options are limited. They are not excellent. They are there, but they will not help you a great deal. So if you are looking to substitute this gimbal's capacity for a slider, then you are in for a disappointment. A slider is a most reliable way of getting moving footage, panoramic shots, or footage in an arc, which will make your videos really stand out. The gimbal has got this function there. It might be for some enthusiasts who are very keen, but it doesn't work well. But it is still possible, and that was the goal and objective of this video. If you did like this video, give it a like, share it with your friends, subscribe to my channel Madras Joint Replacement Center MJRC. I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.